North Health Alliance. I'd like to greet you and look forward to your participation in this event. As you all know, we are here today to celebrate the smashing of the wall for the chemotherapy expansion. This wall smashing, this area will become a very important part of the hospital for a lot of people who visit us annually for treatment. And with that, we're going to make them feel more comfortable, more at home, and we're going to have them traveling less as they're able to get treatment in their local city. I'd like to thank the generous donors of the Hospital Foundation and the people that work in the foundation and with the foundation, because it's not without the support of the foundation that we wouldn't be able to have ceremonies like this. So it's very, very important. It is great that we can improve the building and the equipment within the building through the foundation efforts. So thank you. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to His Worship, the Mayor of Stratford, Dan Matheson. Dan, please come forward.
Sure. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to be here on behalf of the community to just say thank you to the hospital for continuing your commitment towards improved healthcare within our region and of course our city. And the work that's done by the foundation to not only raise funds but also awareness is important. Over the last number of years, we've made great strides on this campus to improve the facilities and of course the quality of the care and of course the range of services offered. A number of years ago, we opened the Stratford Rotary Hospice, and that has been a great piece of our community where people are able to have their final days with dignity. Being able to repatriate chemotherapy services here to Stratford is important as well, because many people suffering with cancer have had long enduring trips to and from other communities to get the treatment they need, and it'll be nice to bring it back here to Stratford. To the families that are the lead donors, I want to say thank you on behalf of the community. I think for all of you, you're touching the lives of so many people today and in the future that you don't even know about, and it's through your generosity that it's happening. And with regard to the pharmacy services, it is interesting to see this hospital and to see it redeveloped. The number and range of services and the types of facilities we have here in this building, of course, need to be updated. And it's nice that we're bringing along all the services that make an expanded hospital possible for our community. So thank you.
My name is Ryan Itterman. I'm the Director of Diagnostics, Regional Pharmacy and Chemotherapy, and it's my privilege to be here today. I've been waiting for this day for probably ever since I started at HPHA 10 years ago. And I'm really here to bring a huge thanks and a celebration from the pharmacy and chemotherapy team members, a number of who are able to join us this afternoon. And you know, when I was preparing my marks, I thought back to the first day the chemotherapy unit was in operation, November 1st, 2002. And it was a huge snowstorm that day. And it just really emphasized the reason we needed a chemotherapy service in Stratford to prevent the long trips, to reduce some of the anxiety that people with cancer are experiencing. I think it stopped raining out there now, but I'm kind of thinking the rain today is a good omen for us as we celebrate another milestone in our chemotherapy program. When I think about the chemotherapy and pharmacy programs, I think it's a great example of what HPHA stands for and commits to our community in terms of people, performance, and partnerships. When I think about people, I have a great team. We have a few members of the team here, Shelby, Becky, Karen, Kathy in the background. With Kathy, we have a shy group. I certainly try to encourage them to come and say a few words. I've been told, or I've been guaranteed, that when we do the ribbon cutting on the new unit, Kathy will be at the podium. I'll hold you to that. Also looking at the people, you know, this is about the patients. We really do provide an excellent service. There are a lot of limitations with our current facility, and this new unit will really help us improve upon that. When I think about performance, the pharmacy and the chemotherapy programs, pharmacy needs to meet ever-increasing standards for the quality of medication preparation and also the protection of staff that are preparing the medications. And in the chemotherapy unit, a lot of our patients, and I think Jim Battles here is one of our patient partners, can attest to the difficulty that the facility does represent for our patients at this point. The other thing, our current unit in the chemo and pharmacy area was never purpose-built. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to build a facility that's gonna meet our needs. And I think it's gonna draw efficiencies so we can address the ever-increasing volumes of patients that are coming our way. You know, finally, with partnerships, again, the pharmacy program and chemo are a great testament to the partnerships that HPHA is known for. The pharmacy service here in Stratford General Hospital provides service for not only the 4 sites of HPHA, but our partner hospital in Goderich, Alexandra Marine and General Hospital. And moving with the new pharmacy is going to allow us to continue that and ensure that the residents of Huron and Perth continue to get great service. With chemotherapy, we have London Regional Cancer Program as our regional program. We have oncologists and other experts that provide service and direction to us on site here in Stratford. Laureen Plommer is actually on site today. I'm gonna encourage her to come up. She's one of our nurse educators that supports our team here. And we actually have a few people from the group tomorrow that will partake in this celebration as well. In closing, I wanna say a huge thank you to the Van Ness family. It's an amazing, humbling experience to meet you and to hear about the generosity that we have in our community. And I'd also like to thank the foundation. They work tirelessly to provide the funding for equipment, facilities, so that we can do a great job for our patients. So on behalf of the Chemotherapy and Pharmacy team, thank you.
It's not often that a sledgehammer is considered to be a medical instrument or a tool that benefits in improving healthcare, but today we'll put one to good use, marking the start of demolition of the existing space in order to prepare for the construction of new space, which will have an impact on thousands of patients. And by improving the pharmacy space and the technology of the pharmacy, we will provide superior medication management for everyone that comes through the building. The SGH Foundation is in the quiet phase of our In Our Hands campaign, which has a working goal of $30 million. Right now, through the incredible generosity of donors, we are at $14.6 million in cash and pledges. And since we received no funding from the provincial government for medical equipment, every dollar vested is vested into essential equipment and funding for special projects like chemo and pharmacy. And that's all given by those who care about our hospital, our patients, and our healthcare team. One of those families is with us here today. That's the Van Ness family, and they are putting their names on this part of the project. And at this point, I want to call on, I'm told, Jim Van Ness to come forward and say a few words on behalf of the family. Jim?
Thank you. First off, Andrea, I'd like to thank you for inviting us to the ceremony. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Jim Van Ness. This is my wife Ruby, my brother John, his wife Marg, and my sister Patsy, and her husband Ron Wooders. We are here today to honor our parents, Jack and Teresa Van Ness. Our parents immigrated to Canada from the Netherlands in 1951. They moved to Stratford in 1967 and farmed there the rest of their lives. They love the Stratford community and were very generous with community donations. The Stratford and Perth County community have been very fortunate in the past to have excellent health care over the years. And remember, healthcare is the foundation of any great community. Everyone here knows somebody affected by cancer. Our family is no different. Members of our immediate family and our extended Van Ness and Vernoy family have fought the battle with cancer. Some have won, some have lost, and some are still fighting it. This capital campaign will modernize the cancer wing and make it more comfortable for patients and their families. Life has come full circle. Our father worked here helping to build this wing. And it's interesting, just walking through the room, it was built a lot different in the mid-50s. All 2x6s and 2x4s. There was a lot of work there. And we are very pleased to be able to make a donation to this campaign. It humbles us as siblings and spouses, and would please our mom and dad to announce a $5 million donation to this campaign. hope that this donation will inspire the local community, including politicians and local councils, businesses, and individuals to rally and support the fundraising campaign. Thank you.
What an incredible show of support, incredible legacy for your parents, and I can't say thank you enough. Andrea always reminds me of that, and we are so blessed. And you know, as I listen to people talk and I have with our team, I'm reminded that healthcare at its most basic form is people looking after people, right? Whether it's our team looking after patients, whether it's patients supporting themselves, family members, community supporting the hospital, municipal leadership supporting the hospital, foundation members. It's all about relationships, and it's all about making health a priority, putting the needs of others ahead of ourselves. And when I look at this expansion, when I look at the pharmacy expansion, it's been a long time coming, as Ryan points out, and we need to provide the space and the tools for our team to continue to provide exemplary care. And I remember when we built the maternal child unit a few years ago, it actually was being built, and we were recruiting Greg Hancock at the time, and I remember touring him through the facility. And you can't underscore the importance of providing the right tools for people to allow them to provide the exemplary care that they so want to provide every single day. And we do it regardless of the facilities. We've seen our pharmacy space. We've seen our existing chemo space. Not ideal physically. It's all about the relationships and the people, but to be able to now know that we are going to have world-class facilities through the support and leadership of our community and our foundation, our municipal partners, just makes me so gratified. So thank you ever so much for everybody being here today. We're all about doing things together. This organization is a reflection of that, and I really look forward to the ribbon cutting and our more comprehensive speaking notes, obviously, when we get to that point. But thanks very much, everybody, for being here, and I think we're now going to do the actual smashing.